Michael Stewart joins us now, Signature Mike, as we call him here at News Channel 6. Mike, you have a gorgeous shop on Furys Ferry Road.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're on top of Christmas, and some of this, it might be too late. But you know what? If I inspire you, go to your closet, go to your attics, pull out some stuff, because you have relatives coming, and Christmas is about old traditions, creating new traditions. So make your guest feel at home, and maybe bring something of their past or your past, you know, to the forefront for Christmas. So you can, it might reflect new memories of things maybe you had forgotten from years ago. So I brought in a couple of things today. I made these when I was like 7 years old. Miss Piggy and Kermit. Now they are Christmas ornaments, so I can only use them this time of the year. But you know, a lot of us have those fancy trees where everything matches. So these aren't going to work on that tree. But you know what? Put another little tree in the house. It doesn't have to be a big tree. That's more personal like this, that you can do some fun things. Put the old-time light bulbs on, you know, the Christmas bulbs on, not the white ones. Don't make it so pretty. Make it just fun and classic, and use old things like this. I macrame this little guy when I was a little. I've always been a creative guy. I think I used a coat hanger in there inside of that. But you know, of course, those are Christmas things. This is a stuffed animal from when I was a kid, and you know, there's no problem. What else are we going to do with this? We're not going to sit it on our shelf at home. Pull it out once a year and throw it in the tree. You know, this is again Christmas, but if you have some old stuffed animals, pull them out and put them on the tree. If your kids' old stuffed animals, that kind of thing. So these are some old traditions, things like that. You know, we have fur babies who have gone that we want to remember at Christmas. So I had this on my dog that has now passed, little antlers, little Christmas antlers. So every Christmas I pull this out and I put it on my tree. And then you can vignette something. You can get little, I'm all about words, so you can pull something like this up and display this in the tree together. You know, create a little moment there. I think that's kind of fun. Maybe your mother has passed, or one of your guest mothers has passed. You can put picture frames in trees, or this can sit on a table at the base of a tree. You know, you can do a lot of things with this, but this can go in the tree as well.
Now, when I walk in stores and gift shops, and they'll have really huge ornaments in trees, or like you're saying, take that sleigh and put it down, or whatever. It looks great. But when I try to do that at home,
it makes a statement. You have to wire them in. You know, I was showing you, or again, take some jute or something and tie them in so they stay fixed. Because if you do have kids that come, they're going to want to pull things out of the tree.
Okay, so you're not really trying to hang it from a branch.
You can, but those branches sometimes, especially a live tree, it's very difficult. So you have to wire it in like you would an ornament, you know, a glass ornament. Maybe if there's a newlywed, get a keepsake ornament. This is lovely. Two little doves and a pearl. You know, these kind of things get a little pricey, but you're creating moments. You were saying how you have a special ornament for your kids every year.
Exactly.
So it's nice to give those as a gift.
And we have a December anniversary. And so, because it was a December wedding, I got a lot of ornaments. And every single year when I unwrap them, they bring back a memory of someone who gave it to me.
Absolutely.
I love that.
I think that's what Christmas is about. It's about old memories, creating new memories. We all get the Christmas cards, and some of us throw them away. Sometimes we keep them. But what you can do, take an old card and a hole punch, and just go inside, create a punch there. We're going to use some of the tools I've been using on your show. You know, get some jute. Run it through there. And then you can hang this from the tree, you can hang this from garland on the staircase, and that way you're reusing your old cards. And again, it might be from a relative who has passed or a relative that's coming. They can see that you're using their Christmas cards.
How thoughtful.
They can be pretty like this that looks like an ornament. You can, you know, this is a friend of mine, pretty girl, that you can put on the tree as well. You know, maybe she's going to come and visit and she can see that she's on the tree, that she's on your mind. So it's kind of nice to throw those suggestions out too and reuse some old things.
That's a very sweet idea. I like that.
This is something fun. Maybe some vintage cookie cutters. I think they're fun. And again, this is so simple. And all you have to do is...
I have a cookie cutter story and ornaments. I made a couple of Christmases ago. I tried to do sugar cookies that I remembered as a child. They were the worst cookies you can imagine. You couldn't eat them.
That's funny.
And so not only did I wind up just tying string through them and hanging them in the ceiling, taking them to the ceiling in my kitchen, I took, they were like little copper cookie, cutters. I decided they have been relegated to ornament status now as well. And
That's
they no longer are in the kitchen.
I love it.
They are packed up with
You're creative. You're creative. These would be great decorating the kitchen because they are a kitchen appliance. So you could maybe put a little garland swag over your kitchen window and then hang these down. I think that would be really lovely. Yeah. So I hate to be so morbid, but I keep talking about, because for Christmas, for me, I think about my grandparents who have gone. So I have some of my grandmother's jewelry. So maybe I get a little picture frame, and I found this at a craft store, and it was already strung, so you could put a picture of your grandmother in here, place her old jewelry, again, on the tree. And
so there's your little vignette again.
Absolutely, create little vignettes on the tree. I think that's really sweet. I really like that.
This is the most beautiful dish.
Isn't that pretty?
I love that bowl, yes.
We all have coffee stations, right, in our kitchens. So why not something a little different and do a cocoa station? Okay. You know, make it kind of fun. Start with a tray. This is not really a serving tray. It's a salmon platter that I carry at the store, but you can use it as a tray. Use creative dishes and bowls and things. You know, we have our mugs here. What would cocoa be without marshmallows? This is sure to put a smile on everybody's face, right? Again, one of our sprigs that we... I saw that. Like this.
Oh, perfect little touch.
And then offer an assortment here. We have peppermint, we have double chocolate. Offer your guests an assortment of cocos.
We're not going Nestle here, we're going Ghirardelli.
Okay,
really
yes,
nice.
Really nice, absolutely. Yeah, you want to send a good message. But how lovely is that sitting on your coffee table for your guests, as opposed to the standard coffee that everybody's doing.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
I really like how you put the marshmallows over there.
On my side? Oh,
no, I just mean how you put them in. No.
You're welcome. I'll leave these with you, Jenny. You can have them all.
No, I really like that.
One other thing I think is kind of fun. We see stockings on trees, and every year, what do you do with the stockings? They get packed away. Sometimes they get damaged or ruined, and then you want to try to pull out an old stocking, but it just doesn't quite look as fresh as it did before.
Right.
So maybe do something a little different. I picked up these mittens. Let's get rid of all the paper. I picked these up at Target.
Cute little mittens.
Aren't they cute? So maybe it has a little hanger. You don't have to string them up.
Right.
Maybe hang these instead of a stocking. One thing I love about this is you don't have to put as much in a mitten. I do stockings sometimes, and you have to fill it full of stuff, and it ends up being just mindless, silly things. I didn't bring much. I brought maybe some candy canes. You can put trinkets down there, little things, but you can fill these up with maybe some candy canes. Get a little creative, put a little sprig in there. Let's see if I can get that in there.
I have got to get more sprigs.
Yeah, aren't they great?
All month you have been using those sprigs.
I have, they're great.
They're so pretty.
They're easy. I mean, otherwise you have to buy all these little things and make your own, and they're just easy. And again, after the holidays, you can go to the craft stores, pick them up at a discount, and buy a dozen of them. You can always use them, and they're great, again, on bookshelves around the house. But how sweet would this be at a mantle as opposed to stockings? And again, you give this to someone. I'm going to give this to Skylar. These are for Skylar, your daughter, because I love her so much. So,
absolutely love it.
because I don't want to take them home. That's the thing. I like to decorate and I like it to go away because I don't like to reuse things necessarily either. So.
You were here before and you had your Judy collection, and Skylar was back behind the scenes with all of the unpacking and shipping and everything. So yeah, she's crazy about
that's my
you.
gift.
I will
She's
tell
great.
her that you mentioned her, and that's so sweet. Well, you have given us such great ideas to make Christmas even more special than it is. But the thing is, it's about people. And in everything that you've said, that's what you've talked about. Whether you are being a gracious host and making someone feel warm and welcome in your home, whether you are, like you said, hanging their card where they can see it, or a special picture of them somewhere on the tree, or giving them a special memento, their little party party favor with an initial of their name. You've really made it about the people, and that's so special, and that's what Christmas is.
Yeah, it's all about creating the moments, I think, and the intimate moments that we try to capture and recapture.
Well, you do it so beautifully, Michael. Thank you so much for your time
and
for sharing
so
your
much fun.
creative ideas. And Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody.
We'll be right back.